Hello, hello, and welcome. So, a culmination of 7 years of work has led to the release of version 5 of Price Action Harvester Automated. If you're a client and you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel, thank you, thank you. You're being notified first through this video of the availability of version 5. If you have an active account, just log in to pinnaclequant.com, click on customer login, download the software, download the accompanying quick start notes, and enjoy. You have nothing further to pay. The upgrades are free for all active clients. If you are not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, all those clients are going to be notified in the next few days. And thank you for being a client as well. So, what's new in version 5? A couple of things. One, Modulate break-even. So I've added break-even in addition to move stop, which is a really cool feature in my view, so that now clients have essentially a half step before they actually tell the system to book profits for them after they've been in the trade for X number of bars and if price has moved against them. So that now they have two steps. They can do that through Modulate break-even, which is right here. So essentially you would, if you wanted to enable it, you would click on that, easy enough. Let's say you want the trade to be profitable by at least 50 ticks. If it's profitable by 50 ticks, then you can set the system to move your break even to, rather move your stop to break even plus a number. So you can put 0 if you don't want it to be exactly break even, but please remember slippage. So you can put in something like 5 ticks. Okay, whatever you decide. And then you can also check that. So check adverse price question mark. If you check it, it's going to confirm that price has moved against you first before it moves the stop to the break even plus whatever number you put there. In this example, I had 5. So let's take this out because we're not going to be using it for the example I'm about to show. And then, of course, as I just mentioned earlier, move stop is still available. So in essence, you're getting 2 shots at this. So you're basically moving it. You can move it with moving your stop with Modulate break even to break even plus whatever number if price has moved against you, if you wanted to check that. And for move stop, same thing. So you could have said, if I've been in this trade, for example, for 90 minutes, because this is the 1 minute bars that we're trading. So if you've been in this trade for 90 minutes, starting bar 90, if you're up by, let's say, 150 ticks, and if price moves against you, now the system can go ahead and book that profit for you. So really cool features combined together. So that is part of the defensive mechanism, right? So that when you're in the trade, you're trying to secure as much as you can your unrealized profit. But what's really, really cool, Modulate break-even is cool, but what's really cool, in my view, is this third strategy that I've added to version 5, which is being introduced in version 5. So to step back, versions 1 through 3 essentially had the historical and current price access strategy. That is still the main strategy. Big believer in that strategy. Special operations was introduced in version 4. Had many clients that were very happy with this, thankfully. Received good feedback on this. And then now Accumulation Breakout, which I think is very cool. So with Accumulation Breakout, essentially it's how it sounds. It's a little bit unique. Obviously, I'm not going to do something that has been done and done and done and done. It's unique. There is an actual mathematical formula, an algorithm that has been applied here. Volume plays a part in it, and obviously price breaking out of a channel plays a part in it. And then, of course, day and time. All right, that's a big thing for me. So that is the cool new strategy. So now there are 3 different strategies that a client can use to trade, which is fantastic. And again, with Price Action Harvester Automated, you can trade anything. You can trade futures, stocks, forex, cryptocurrencies, whatever data you have, then you can use that data to trade. So let's go and run some hypothetical backtests. I've got NQ loaded. Why NQ? Because NQ is the most volatile index in my view. and there are nice swings in NQ. There are others, of course, that you can use, but in my opinion, that's a good one to backtest because of the volatility. And of course, we have to add slippage. Typically for NQ, 2 ticks is enough slippage in my opinion, but I'm going to put 3 just to be on the safe side. And for any backtest, always do several years, at least 3 years. Please ignore anyone who says 30 days, 90 days. Who tests more than 90 days? If you hear anything like that, please just walk away. It's silly to only trade, backtest for a few months. That's very silly. You need to test how robust that system is. So it's got to be several years and several hundred trades. Okay, several years, several hundred trades over those years, at least. Okay. So here I've got 2019, January 1st until 2099, which obviously incorporates today. Today we're the 16th of September. We've got 3 ticks of slippage. And of course, Monday's selected. The way I do it, as my clients already know, and if you're not a client, this is how I do it. I basically break down everything by the day, which is sort of unique. Most systems don't do it like that. They have a viewpoint where essentially what they're saying with their viewpoint that all the days are the same. But if you've been trading for a while, you've probably already noticed that Mondays don't trade like Wednesdays. Wednesdays don't trade like Fridays. The open doesn't trade like the middle of the day, and so on and so forth. There is definitely something to be said about day and time. Okay, there's a lot one can juice out of the market just with that data. But I've got Monday loaded. Here's Tuesday. We're gonna have to NQ selected, but we have to put slippage in. 3 ticks. Let's do the same thing for Wednesday. 3 ticks. Again, obviously January 1st till 2019 until 2099, which includes today. 3 ticks. That's Wednesday. And that's Thursday. Let's add the 3 ticks. And then finally Friday. Let's go ahead and add the 3 ticks. All right, so the way I do it, and this is the way that anyone, in my opinion, should be choosing which instruments to trade. So just like I said, Mondays don't trade like Wednesdays, right? That's what I've observed over the years. I'm sure if you've been trading for a while, you've observed that as well. The days make a difference. When I say Monday and Wednesday, I'm not being specific about those 2 days, but the days make a difference is the point that I'm making. And then instruments. So there are good days and bad days to trade any instrument. So is it a good idea to be married to just the SPOOs or ES? In my opinion, no. Is it a good idea just to be married to NQ? In my opinion, no. There are many instruments one can trade. On the professional side, no one cares about the instrument that they're trading. The reason for it is because there are good days and bad days to trade any instrument. The objective when you run a backtest, a legitimate backtest like what I'm going to run right now, you're going to want to see how instrument A performed versus instrument B versus instrument C versus instrument D and versus the various days of those instruments. Then you can make a determination as to which one of those instruments had the lowest drawdown, the lowest DD, and the highest net profit based on what? Based on this historical backtest, this hypothetical backtest that you're going to run. And I'll talk about backtests while this is running. So we're going to be testing for 4 years. And in essence, I'm just going to hit run for all of these. And they can essentially run about the same time. It takes approximately a minute for the returns to come in, for the backtested hypothetical results to come in. And while that's loading, I'm going to discuss how backtests are different. And I should note that I do have a separate video on how backtests work, what are good backtests and bad backtests, okay? Essentially, I'll talk about what's a bad backtest first. If you're using Renko bars or Heikin Ashi bars, your backtest is a moot point. You've wasted your time. In my opinion, that's not investable, okay? Why is it not investable? Because all data providers store 4 pieces of data. O, H, L, C. Open, high, low, close. That's the 4 pieces of data that they store. Well, what has the clear OHLC data? Minute bars. That's what I use here. I use minute bars. So if you're using minute bars and you've added slippage, you're as close as humanly possible to actual results. That's what actually happened historically. And it doesn't mean that that's going to happen forever and ever in the future, not at all. That's why we say it's a hypothetical backtest. It could be completely different, okay? But it's at least the data is 100% correct. You're not using Renko bars that make the backtest look beautiful and pretty, and you're like, wow, where's Lambo, okay? But same with Heiken Ashi. But it's a joke. When you actually run it in real time, you'll see that the results in the backtests and what you received on the chart are vastly different. Not so with minute bars. With minute bars, it's going to be accurate, okay? Still hypothetical backtest, but it's going to be accurate. So let's take a look at the hypothetical results for the past 4 years. This is Monday, okay? That's Tuesday. That's Thursday. That's Wednesday. Excuse me. That's Wednesday. This is Thursday. And this is Friday. So you have 5 different days, 5 different max drawdowns. This is the number that you want to focus on first. And then you focus on everything else, net profit, etc. So you have 5 different results. So you'll see that the old adage is always true. The higher the risk, the higher the reward. The lower the risk, the lower the reward. And by the way, we are trading 1 lot here, okay? So for units, 1 lot. We're trading 1 contract. So these are the results. I'm going to discuss this in detail during anybody who wants a Zoom demonstration of how this works. That's when I discuss it in detail as to how it works, and we can break it down and analyze things further. But I just want to give you a brief sort of a broad strokes of how this system works and why I'm excited about Accumulation Breakout. It's a very cool strategy, and I think it's going to help my clients for hopefully years and years to come as they use my system. So if anybody's interested in an actual demonstration, you can visit pinnaclequant.com, request a Zoom demo with me. I'll explain this to you in great detail. We can go through it, fine comb, cover everything, discuss all 3 strategies, and see if this is a good fit for you, for your investment style, for your trading style. Until then, take care and God bless.